This one was taken by a Russian agent in the People's Committee of State Security, or the NKGB. He sent it to the British ambassador in Moscow, who shared it to MI6. The Celtic Finnish army is massing near the Russo-Finnish border. Not to mention, unidentified ships have been taken in the Baltic and Mediterranean seas near southern France. So, that means, indeed, war is about to begin. Without Academy City, there's no way of stopping them. Can't the Americans stop them? Oddly enough, I had that same mindset, but despite sending their defense protocol to DEFCON 2, there's little they can do other than make the situation worse. Any attack by any member of NATO is an act of war. But there is something else, and the reason why I came here in a hurry. He points to another picture, a picture of a burning church. This is what was left of the Royal Basilica of St. Francis the Great in Madrid, Spain. It was caused by a white fire, and it was not accidental. The cathedral was attacked by members of the Spanish Celtic army from Galicia, of whom was aided by the leader of the Union, Zanoff. Hearing his name causes Toma's arm to twitch. He grips it. Mikoto holds his right hand, calming his nerves. My apologies for bringing his name up. I know that you are still suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder. It's okay. But I don't understand. Why are you telling us all of this? Underneath the church, the head of Bagan was monitored, but they stole it and left Madame Agnese without a leg. Oh my god, is she okay? She is, but she will be out of action, and her force's numbers are dropping. Hold on, Bagan? You mean that kaiju that attacked our son? Indeed, sir. Hold on, Mr. Ulyclese, why didn't you destroy the body? Where it's so easy. No human weapon or ability can damage it, even in death. However, this is the more damning thing. I was very skeptical and suspicious on why my brother would steal the head of a dead monster. But then, I am reminded of something that was shown and told to me by the Oracle Netasi. There is something else that involves the Great Apocalypse. Now, everyone is more intrigued. Wait, there's more of it? I myself was wondering why it has not occurred yet. The Dragons of East and West had concluded, but nothing has happened. It was when I realized that the shadows is all that was missing. Shadows? The world's children, protectors, and visitors of beyond the stars are to endure the hardship, terror, and unpredictability of the Great Apocalypse, brought upon by its shadows, infamy, darkness, hell, and revenge. The shadows of the Great Apocalypse. Wait, Bagan's nickname is the Dragon of Infamy. Shit! Indeed. Which brings me to this revelation. Zanoff is bringing Mizora back from the dead. The entire dining room falls into a stunned silence. Toma's right arm twitches, his hand grip tightens, and his breathing becomes rapid. Toma, it's okay. It's okay. Once again, my apologies, Sir Kamijou. Son of a bitch. Can't you stop him? Once again, where it's so easy, it is becoming harder to track Zanoff. At points, it feels as though he keeps disappearing. If he brings that thing back, we're all screwed. Fortunately, he does not have the means to resurrect Mizora. Unfortunately, he will have to seek out someone who does bring people back from the dead. My duties as Prime Minister is preventing me from protecting her. So, I am in need of someone who can. Wait a minute! The man looks to Mizuzu. Are you suggesting to our children that they should go protect this girl? What gives you the authority to do that? You see Toma's still struggling, and this is not a good idea. Please, sir, don't take them away from us. Hold it. I have always followed the philosophy of giving individuals the opportunity to choose their destiny for themselves rather than have the choice forced onto them. With that said, I am giving your children the opportunity to choose. Toma, Makoto, what do you choose? Hearing everything that the man had to say, it seems as though the situation is calling to them, telling them to take action. However, with any call to action, it comes with possible outcomes. Knowing one of them is a haunting feeling. Ulyclese, I don't know what to say. We understand what's going on, but at the same time, we've been through so much already. It'd be nice to not make things worse for once. So, forgive me. She bows her head. I will have to decline. Mizuzu and Tabigake smile. Toma? The spiky-haired boy lowers his head. I'm sorry, Francis. Not this time. Sheena and Toya smile. Is that your final decision? The two nod, confirming it. I understand. With your decisions made, I cannot change them. He puts the photos back into the folder and holds it to his side. May your lives be glorious and everlasting. Itsuwa, come. Yes, sir. He and the Amakusa member walks past both Toma and Makoto, who watches them walk down the hallway. Relief is overwhelming to the two families, and danger has been avoided. The six follows them as they approach the front door. So, what will you do now? Don't tell me that you're... What other option is there? And to think that Reigan III has to return to handle this again. Francis and Itsuwa stops at the front door. He reaches for the doorknob, but a hand grabs his before he grabs it. He looks, only to find Makoto holding his wrist to the shock of others. What did you say? What? Repeat? What you just said. Since you refused, I'm forced to inform Reigan about this. No, you're not. Her grip tightens. Her face turns into one of fear. She aggressively pushes him back, right up against the wall to the shock of Francis and the others. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not bringing Godzilla back here. I'm not going through that again. Do you understand? Ulyclese releases himself from her grasp. Toma holds her back. What has gotten into you, child? Grip your sanity. She calms down, but he notices something about her. Wait a minute. Are you afraid of him, Makoto? She does not answer, but her face answers for her. I understand that fear, and you have not forgotten how that fear came to be. But understand this. I had warned you when we first met in Academy City, but your need for revenge nearly became your death. Hey, back off, jackass! It wasn't her fault! The kaiju killed her grandparents in Okinawa, I am aware. But yet, her revenge was justified, yet unjustified. Nobody is in the right. Tabigake cracks his knuckles. Alright, that's it. I don't care if you're the fucking Prime Minister. I'm not tolerating this anymore! Papa, wait! The broadsword Gaia is drawn. The father stops in his tracks. The edge of the blade is within an inch of the man's neck, and Francis is not looking at him directly. Take heed, Mr. Misaka. I am not my brother, but I will defend myself if need be. As a father myself, I know the feeling of losing a child or protecting a child of your own blood. And knowing your daughter and Toma, they will do the same for you as well, even if it would be useless. Tabi backs off, stepping a few steps back. Frankie sheathes his sword. Nevertheless, my decision still stands. Ulyclese, please don't tell him what's going on. I already told him beforehand. What? When did you tell him? 30 minutes ago. I did not want to tell you because I knew of your reaction. Francis, be honest. Is Godzilla here? No, he refused to step into this dimension. But he did tell me something. What did he say? In his words, quote, the humans in the other realm can handle the situation that stands before them. However, if they refuse to take action or fail in their attempt, then I will return to finish it. And when I do, I must seek out 4 specific humans. One of them is the one that I had a truce with. And when he said that, I knew he was referring to you, Makoto. Me? Why me? That I am not certain, but it seems to be very important to him. Knowing him, I have a feeling on why that is. And you are not the only one. His eyes shifts to Toma, and Mikoto realizes it too. The boy's heart skips a beat. Not only is Godzilla going to seek out the railgun, but the Imagine Breaker as well. He places his hand on his hair. Holy shit. Wait, that kaiju wants to find Toma too? Oh my god. What are we going to do? Maybe we could go far away to somewhere that he wouldn't find them. Raygun's power can detect those with great power. Mikoto and Toma will be found no matter what. I'll do it. Everyone looks to her. Francis lifts his eyebrow. Pardon? I'll protect this person that Zanoff is after. Mikoto, what on earth are you doing? She steps up to her daughter. Do you have any idea what you're doing? I do, but this is much bigger than us. Me and your father watched you nearly die because of Godzilla, and we thought we lost you. You're not throwing your life away just for... It's what Grandpa would have wanted me to do! What? On our last night in Okinawa, I talked to Grandpa for a few minutes. He told me not to be dragged into a hell I can't get out of. When I got out of my hell with Godzilla, she turns her head, looking at her boyfriend. I somehow got into his hell against Zanoff and the Celtic Union. Toma, only a few days ago, recalls how she saved him from his head being sliced off, as if life was telling him it was not over yet. But hearing her say those things, sympathy is all that he can feel. Mikoto, the old man told you that? I know you guys don't want me to go, but if we don't put an end to this, then all of us will die for nothing. So Ulyclese, I changed my mind. I'll do it. Is that your final decision? Yes. Very well then. On one condition. Toma comes with me. That is his decision alone. Then I'll do it too. His and Mikoto's eyes locks. I never knew that I'm stuck in my own hell. So it'd be nice to have someone else drag me out of it. She smiles. The two parents fears of what the outcome will be, but at this point, they cannot persuade them. Then it is unanimous. Sir, if I may, I'd like to help them. That will not be necessary. You are still needed within the Amakusa. You do not want to upset Kanzaki, do you? You're right. Speaking of, how is she? She is well, though she and Accelerator have their own duties to fulfill, and they are not the only ones. All those powerful enough to survive the Battle of Academy City are doing their part to prevent the 14 Days of Blood from ever repeating. You and the Amakusa should do the same. Yes, sir. So, who's the person that Zanoff is after? She is someone he and I have history with, ever since she was a child. She came to Academy City not too long ago. Her name is Esther Rosenthal. Oh, you told me about her. Where is she now? Berlin. All the way in Germany? I never said it was close by, did I? How are we supposed to find her? We don't even know what she looks like. She is the same age as you. She has blonde hair, she has a massive X-shaped scar on her chest, and she's Jewish. Okay, but how are we supposed to get to Berlin? All of the flights in Japan are grounded. He taps Gaia on the handle. Oh, portals. Right. Grab whatever essentials that you need. Chances are, you two are going to be there for a long while. Wait, Mr. Prime Minister. Frankie turns to Sheena. Tell us the truth. Will they come home safely? I am not sure per se. Anything can and will happen. But I must warn you, when Zanoff discovers that they are in Europe, he will not hesitate to put the four of you on his radar. Tabegake, Mizuzu, Sheena, and Toya become shocked. You mean the Celts will be coming after us? He nods. I need to make a phone call. Mizuzu, I have to. It's the only way. She walks past Ulyclese and walks up the stairs. Up on the second floor, she enters the master bedroom. Say, Ulyclese, you said you're a father, right? Yes, a father to a daughter. And she's living with you, right? No, she is in the other dimension still. Trapped and held hostage by a beastly demon. Even after all of these years later, I miss her so. Excuse me. When you are finished, meet me outside. The near 7-foot man walks past the teenagers, exiting the house. Both Toma and Mikoto notices something about him. It is something that every parent struggles with when one has lost their child. One that they can sympathize. Grief. Inside of the master bedroom, Mizuzu is on her phone.
Hello?
Sakurai, it's me.
Ah, Misaka. I was wondering when you'd call again. How long has it been? 14 years?
It does feel like a long time.
So, how's the electric boxer, huh?
It's been great. My daughter's doing all right, too.
God, the last time I saw her, she was just a baby. Though I wouldn't say fine if she's going to Europe.
What? How did you...
Woman, you may be out of the Yakuza, but that doesn't mean we can't look after someone who's done so much for us.
She walks up to the window. She spots a black van parked on the side of the road. Right.
Though saying that, man, you were such a delinquent back then. You seem mellowed out now.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm calling to ask a favor from you. You want us to look after you closely? Yes.
Misaka, I'm serious when I said that you've been out of the Yakuza for far too long. And you should know the rules. We don't take offers from freeloaders, even from former members.
Then I'll join back in. I can't let this be the last time Mikoto sees me.
Sakurai hears the desperation in her voice. All right. I'm guessing you're going to bring your husband, right?
Yes. And can you make room for Shina and Toya Kamijou? They're good friends of mine.
All right. You should be able to see a transport there. They'll bring you to Tenri, 32 kilometers outside of Osaka. When you're ready, just wave at them. See you then.
Sure. The call ends. In the comfort of his home, the leader of the Yakuza clan, dials another number. Someone answers.
Hello?
Mitari Kozaku, I got a new assignment for you in Dolly. 11:30 p.m. Outside of the house, Toma and Mikoto puts their backpacks and suitcases, filled with clothes and other essentials, into the bike bags. I can't believe I'm about to do this again. Are you nervous? Sort of. That is not a real answer. Yes, I'm nervous. I mean, can you blame me? The only way to handle one's demons is to face them head on. I'll keep that in mind. Also, are you really taking your motorcycle with you? Well, duh. I paid over 50,000 yen for this thing. You what? Why didn't you go cheaper? Pfft, as if. And I got a learner's permit. Without the supervision of an adult. Hey, I'm looking at one, am I? His comment causes the PM to shake his head and his girlfriend facepalm. Ugh, you dumbass. Anyhow, are you two ready? Both teams nod their heads. Very well. Francis draws his sword, then immediately swings downwards behind him. A portal opens, and Toma and Mikoto mounts on the gargoyle. After putting on their helmets, the engine turns on. Both parents, who were standing outside, approaches and hugs their respective child. Please be careful, you two. We'll be okay. Stay safe. Don't get yourselves killed. We'll be back. The hugging stops. Destiny, Berlin. The vortex warps. It shows the location that the two teens are heading to. May fate grant you passage and victory, for we count on your success. The engine revs, then the gargoyle takes off into the portal. Berlin. What started as a small town near the Spree River back in the 13th century of the Margraviate of Brandenburg became the capital of the Kingdom of Prussia, the German Empire, the Weimar Republic, and Nazi Germany. It is a city that had seen the climax of the European theater in 1945, a city that symbolized the split between capitalism and communism via the Berlin Wall until 1989 and the country's reunification 1 year later. Now it stands as Germany's capital. Its civilians pass through on the snow-covered sidewalks, and the cars of different brands pass by without much care or fuss. A portal opens on Taubenstrasse. The gargoyle launches out of it and lands on the street. Kamijou drifts the bike to the right, coming to a halt. Berliners who witnessed it are stunned beyond belief. Both he and Misaka look back at the portal as it closes. I hope they're going to be okay. I'm sure they will. Then they look at their surroundings. Residents are staring back at the two Japanese teens that just appeared out of nowhere. Misaka spots a few signs, but in German. Looks like we're here. Great. So, how do we find Rosenthal? Ulyclese gave us a power that allows us to understand and speak a foreign language, so let's ask around. She takes off her helmet, then mounts off of the bike. She approaches a man in a suit. Excuse me, sir. You two came out of nowhere. You're not witches, are you? Oh, no. We're espers. Hold on. I recognize that face. You're the little girl that fought Godzilla, right? Even the Germans know about it? Yes, I am. Say, I need some help. Have you seen a teenage girl, blonde-haired, Jewish? I have a few Jewish friends, but no blonde... Is she an old friend of yours? Yes, she is. Sorry, I haven't seen her. That's okay. Thank you, sir. She turns around, walks up to the cruiser bike, and mounts back on it, putting her helmet back on. This is going to be more trickier. Say, if the Germans know that you fought Godzilla, do you think that all of Europe knows that you did? It's likely. Right, let's ask around. She's got to be here somewhere. How long will that take? 30 minutes later, both Misaka and Kamijou, exhausted, sit on a bench with the motorcycle parked in a space. We've been searching everywhere. How hard is it to find her? Francis says she still lives here. But how the hell are we supposed to find her? Not to mention, I almost got hit by debris. Nice going, by the way. Oh, come on. How was I supposed to know that you could create a cannon using a fucking trash can? True, and I'm surprised you got it from Poland. Both let out an exhale. Europeans are weird. They slouch back, letting out another exhale. The sound of music catches their ears. Toma looks up, seeing a crowd of people gathering near the Berlin TV tower. Suddenly, he and Makoto hears two people singing. What's going on over there? Probably a live performance. The music that they hear is very medieval. Maybe some music will calm us down a little bit. What do you say? Why not? They stand to their feet. They walk across the street as traffic has stopped for a few moments. They join the crowd of Germans spectating. The average height of a German is 5 foot 5 inches to 5 foot 11 inches, 166 to 180 centimeters, which makes it difficult for Misaka, who was 5 foot 3 inches, 161 centimeters. Damn it, I'm getting a closer look. She carefully moves into the crowd of onlookers. Excuse me, pardon me. What the? He follows her, pushing himself through. Both he and Makoto finally reaches the front of the crowd. They see what the people are witnessing. A group of 6 individuals are wearing medieval attire of different variations. Matthew Scutzer plays the lute, Benedict Wolf plays the bagpipes, both Tobias Fischer and Samuel Richter play the flutes, and Jonas Mayer plays the Renaissance guitar. Both Tobias and Benedict sing the lyrics of an old song called Palästinalied, the Palestine song. The last performer plays the rebec. She plays the instrument with such elegance and grace while playing the notes with more emphasis than before. The crowd of onlookers enjoys the performers. Even the 2 Japanese teenagers are enjoying it. Who is that girl? I don't know, but she's playing that thing like crazy. Finally, the music ends. A round of applause is given to them. They bow to the people, then look at each other as the crowd disperses. The blonde girl catches the 2 teenagers still remaining in their spots. One of them has a face that she recognizes immediately. What the... Hey Ben, I'll catch up with you later. All right, don't forget to return the outfit. I won't. She lays down the rebec as her friends walks off the stage. She herself approaches both Misaka and Kamijou. That was an amazing performance. As a violinist myself, you did great. I never heard that song before. Holy, your German is fantastic. But you don't have to speak it for my sake. She takes off her cap. She brushes her blonde hair back. After all, I'm multilingual. Oh shit, how long did you learn Japanese? I had a Japanese teacher who taught me for 5 years. He even got me to teach me about different dialects. Like from Osaka or Okinawa. That's right up your alley, isn't it? More or less. The blonde girl shakes her head. Wait, I'm getting off topic. She grabs onto Misaka's hand. Come with me. Wait, what? Whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? Bringing one of the sisters here when it's too dangerous now. Hearing the girl say the word sisters immediately comes to the realization of who she is talking about. Her mood changes instantly. She releases herself from the grip, then grabs the girl by her collar. How the fuck do you know about them? The blonde girl becomes terrified. Wait, Misaka! Shut up! The only people who know about them are you, myself, Accelerator, and Kuroko. You told her? She saw them. I needed them to help Godzilla. But what I want to know is how this girl knows about them. Wait, you're not one of the sisters? No, I'm the original, as in the one that their sisters are based off of, and the same one who fought that damn kaiju and lived to tell about it. The blonde girl begins to understand now. I see. You are the original. The Toki would die railgun. The grip on her collar releases. The blonde takes a step back. My apologies. A few months ago, I went to Academy City because I had to protect Last Order. I was ambushed by men from DA, but Accelerator saved my life. He sort of gave me a path, so I pursued it. But who told you about them? He wants to remain anonymous. That's much help. What's your name? Huh? I thought they would have told you about me. But I guess they didn't. My name is Esther. Esther Rosenthal. What? What? You're Esther? We've been looking all over for you. Wait, did I do something wrong? No, we're here on behalf of Ulyclese. Frankie? You two know Frankie? She gets up way too close to them. Yeah, we do. Oh my goodness, he must have sent you here to teach me about fashion designs. Wait, what? Or maybe he sent you here to bring me back to the UK. Though I told him I wasn't interested and I don't have a desire to leave Germany. My mother wouldn't like it if I wandered off again. Or maybe he's inviting me to tell me about true love. Oh my gosh, she's an airhead. Okay, stop. We didn't need to hear all of that. We're here so that Zanoff doesn't get to you first. Oh. You're here because of that? Why would he do that? It's a long story. Do you have a place where we can talk? I have an apartment rented out by my mother. I need to change out of this outfit when we get there. 6:00 p.m. Inside of the room of the Hindenburg Hotel, south of the Reichstag Parliament, both Makoto and Toma sits in separate chairs in front of the bed. Esther had taken off her medieval outfit. Now she sits on the bed with her hair tied with 2 black ribbons on her sides. She wears a tucked-in, back revealed, blouse and red skirt. Her black robe rests on her shoulders, and she adjusts her garter belt supporting her black thigh-highs and shoes. I see. So that's why you're here in Berlin. Yes, I hope you understand. I do. Honestly, I'm really sad that he had to devolve into what he is. Everyone's calling him the Black Death, but I refuse to do so. Not after what he and Frankie had done for me. He mentioned something about you having a scar on your chest. Is it true? Kamijou? What? I'm not being perverted, I'm just asking. Oh, yeah, it's true. I can show you. Misaka blocks the boy's eyes with her hand as Rosenthal lifts her blouse. Jeez, don't you have any shame? She stops herself from finishing her sentence. The blouse is lifted and the egg-shaped scar is displayed, crossing her breasts to her shoulders and hips. Holy shit. How did you get that? My father abused me when I was a kid. In 1997, before my bar mitzvah, he beat me so badly that I ended up with a scar. What'd I do to see him punished? He's dead. He was executed by Zanoff and Ulyclese. He kept his promise that he would protect me. She lowers her blouse, and Makoto removes her hand from her boyfriend's eyes. Phew. Look, I understand your pain, but in the last 2 weeks, no less. Yeah, it's a mess right now. If I may, I'm surprised that you managed to survive Godzilla. How did you do it? Let's just say he and I came to an understanding. That's good. And I'm very sorry about what happened to Academy City. It's fine. I don't know how the others are doing, but at least I got someone that'll keep my mind at ease. He and Misaka smiles, and they hold each other's hands. Oh, you two are dating? That's wonderful! She springs up from the bed. How about I show you what Berlin has to offer? No. What? Why? We went through a portal, I almost got sick, we're suffering from jet lag, and we almost froze out there. We need a break from all of the traveling. Aren't there anything else we can do? Oh, we can watch a drama together. The teens look at each other, then back to her. Sure, that'll work. The three teenagers turns their attention to the TV, showing a movie in the background. Outside of the apartment on the balcony, Jonathan Zanoff has his back against the wall. It was a wise decision, Ulyclese. However, it is foolish to bring them here to Germany. Though, they do seem to be the best protection. For the time being, anyway. Without being seen, he walks up to the edge. Forgive me, Esther. But the new path I have chosen is more clear than ever. To find the odds, however, will take time. And they are the keys. Keep her safe, Kamijou. Especially you, Misaka. When the time comes, we will meet again. He jumps from the ledge, disappearing in a cone of fire. The beginning has ended. And in due time, the end begins.